Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine. Please get vaccinated if you haven't. So today's video is all about my May wrap up. I know it's already 25th of June. I totally forgot that I didn't shoot the May wrap up video, so I am here to show what the 5 books I read in the month of May. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you're new to my channel, please take some time and subscribe my channel. It means a lot to me. And also click the bell icon so that you don't miss out any of my future uploads. So having said all of those, let's begin. So the very first book which I read in the month of May is Tuesdays with Mori, one of the book which ripped my heart into pieces. Mori is a very wanted person for everyone in their life, because I think Mori reminds us of how important is life for us to live. So Mori is diagnosed with a disease called ALS, where he is suffering from a disease which is going to be killing him slowly. So I think he has a short period of time to spend his rest of the life. So I think this book made me cry very badly, because it gave me a lot of perspectives to life, to death, and how to look upon death. So Mitch Albom is the author of the book, and this is a true event, I guess, and he is the student of Mori. So Mitch Albom is a very busy businessman, and one day he comes to know about Mori through a television program. So he immediately goes and visits his professor, and he comes to know how much he has missed his professor and how much memories he has with his professor. So they meet every Tuesday, and that's why it's called Tuesdays with Mori, and they share a lot of things. So Mori gives him a lot of glimpses about different things about life and how to handle them. And Mori, who kind of has all his friends, all his community, all his dear ones near him, he shares everything, whatever he likes about them, and he also gets that. So it was a very emotional read, as well as it was a very inspiring, a very wanted read for everybody, I think. So I will highly recommend this book to you, and I loved it. I would give this book 4.5 out of 5. The next book which I read in the month of May is Nothing Lasts Forever by Sidney Sheldon. A wonderfully suspenseful, thrilling book, I would say. I really liked the pace of this book. It was too fast, and it was not at all boring at any page, I would say. Every chapter was very good. I totally loved the plot of the book. Sidney Sheldon mostly gives a lot of importance to women in his stories, and I love that. So this is also about 3 women doctors who are working in a hospital where only men are doctors and women are nurses. So when these 3 women doctors are inside, they face a lot of humiliation, harassment, a lot of other things as well. But one doctor is suspected for a murder of a patient, and she is on trial, and how she comes out of this trial and how the story revolves around her and her friends is what the story is about. I don't want to give any spoilers, and if you really want to try out this book, please try out. I have a complete review on my Instagram, so read it and pick this book as soon as possible. The next book which I loved reading in the month of May is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So after I read this book, I gifted this book to my sister, because I read it as a ebook and I wanted a physical copy very badly. And she saw my review and she asked me how the book was about, and I told her it's a wonderful book, and I surprised her by gifting that book to her. So probably I will reread that book. I will read it. So this is a very sweet, as well as a very inspiring story, as well as a very poignant story, as well as a very good story. So I love this book so much, and I'm very excited to buy the next book by the author, which is Malibu Rising. So this story, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, is about a fictional character called Evelyn Hugo, who's a very famous actress in the 60s and 50s, and she wants to give her biography to a very young journalist called Monique. So Mori goes to her house, and she finds out about her 7 marriages and how she kind of picked her husbands and who's the love of her life. So there's a lot of emotions playing and a lot of things that actresses undergo, and how they get fame and how she has overcome all her hardships and shown and got all this fame. So when she kind of reveals her sexuality, Monique is taken back, and also she has a connection with Monique. So everything was a blast, I would say. It was fantastic. The writing was so good, but the story was so much into me, and I really liked it. I really regretted reading it as a ebook. If it was a physical copy, I would have had the book close to my heart, because it was so good, and that is the only reason I gifted my sister this book, because I could read the book again from her at least. So I'm very thankful, and I recommend this book to anyone who's starting up with your reading career, reading habit, because it gives you so many good things about life. And Evelyn Hugo, I think if she was alive, if she was real, I think I would have admired her more, but she's a fictional character. And one actress who I liked and who I wanted to read a similar story was about Jayalalitha, because I really like her. She didn't have 7 marriages, but I really want to know what her life was all about and how she came to this industry. And maybe there are a lot of different adaptations, but I really wanted to hear from her, but she's no more. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I want to read a story about that, or listen to someone who tells the truth about her life. The next book which I read in the month of May is Me Before You. So Me Before You is a very poignant love story. I'm just going to give you spoilers, because this book will make you cry like a baby. It's a very hard-hitting story. I really cried after reading this book, and I don't want to reread it because it will make me cry again. All the phrases, all the dialogues that the hero tells the heroine is very sad. So yeah, this is about Will and Lo. So Will is a quadruped, so I think that's how it's pronounced, but yeah, I'm very sorry about if it's wrong. He has had a very tragic motorbike accident, and he is always in his wheelchair. He cannot stand, he cannot do his own works, he just can move in his wheelchair, that's all. So Lou is coming to take care of him, because Lou has lost her job and she is kind of looking for a job, and this caretaker job gives her a lot of money, so her family forces her to go and look after Will. So eventually they kind of become friends, and Will always says that Lou is a very boring character, stays in the same castle, and she does not come out of her comfort zone, and she does not explore her life. And Will, who was a very fun-loving person who loved to explore new things, gets sad when he's not able to do that, and he kind of gives his family a 6-month of deadline for ending his life. So Lou is specially appointed to make him again interested in his life and make him love his life again and move on with his life. But what happens in the end is what the story is about. So I really cried when Lou and Will have most of the conversations, and how Will encourages Lou to explore her life. So it really made me so sad about Will. I really wanted Will to kind of come up, recover from his accident and stand up, but I couldn't. So I really wanted to watch the movie also, but I don't know if I could watch it with so much of pain in my heart, so I didn't watch it. So probably maybe next month, or if I'm free, I'll watch it, because I really want to watch the people in action in the movie. So yeah, looking forward. The last book which I read is Gachar Kochar by Vivek. I don't know the full name, I'll be putting that somewhere on the screen. So this is an ebook which I read on Scribed app. So if you want to read books like ebooks on the Scribed app, I have 60 days of free trial. You can see the description and you can take that 60 days of free trial. They have amazing collection, and this is not a sponsored video. I really liked it, and if you take 60 days free trial, I will get a 30 days free trial. So yeah, so this is a story about a family who becomes rich suddenly, and all of their habits, their tradition, their culture, whatever they followed when they were poor, are just left off when they became rich. So this is a very essential book. I think everybody should read. It's a very short read, but it talks about so many things that happen when people become rich suddenly. How they treat relationships, how they have their relationships, how they find others, and how money takes over everything, and how money takes away happiness. So it was a very, very interesting read, and I don't want to give you any spoilers. I just want to recommend this book to you. If you are someone who's starting with reading, check this and read it, because it's a very short read, easy in language. Also, it keeps you hooked up, and it's kind of a very fast-paced book. So it's a very, very nice book. It's a very warm book, I would say. And I didn't want the book to end. I wanted to know what happened in the end. It was just left clueless, but I liked it. So that was the 5th book which I read in the month of May. So those were all the books which I read in the month of May, and I hope that you liked all the 5 books which I read in the month of May. And if you want to read any of those, please comment in the comment section below. I will discuss with you and let you know how you will love this book. So please follow me on Instagram to read all of the reviews of the books which I mentioned in this video. And that's all for today's video. I'll be meeting you all in my next one. Till then, take care and stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Bye bye. Take care.